share some music. Let's do this. Let's do that. Says I'm screen sharing. I know that. You don't need to tell me that. Now on my screen, my picture is right next to the music, but I'm not covering up any music. Sometimes when we get back to we do the recording, we do the replay, and I look and my picture is covering half of the music. So if for some reason on your screen my picture is covering up the music, I hope you'll let me know that. We are not starting with Peaceful, Easy Feeling. So there we were, minding our own business, looking at, still haven't found what I'm looking for in the key of D, and it, it didn't play very well. So I thought I'd bring it back, and I thought I'd bring back, I originally did the chord chart in the key of C. It was super messy. I understand that. We'll walk through it, and I'll make it make sense. But we were talking about sus chords a lot on Tuesday, so we're going to continue that discussion with some nice songs that help illustrate how sus chords can make or break a song. You may like them, you may not like them. It doesn't matter. The whole idea is, can you take a sus chord and insert it into something that you're working on that would make it more pleasing to you. And just as kind of a little bit of a recap, the sus chords are just the salt and pepper. They're just the spices that help take a major chord or a major seven and make it into something a little bit different for a moment. And then you come back to the original chord. In almost all cases, C sus4 would be maybe the exception. In almost all cases, the sus chord is just one string, one fret away from the major chord. So I'm holding a G. G sus4 is just adding your pinky down on the third fret first string. You're playing a G, and then you're adding a pinky. So super simple moves for almost all of the sus chords. With an A7, A7 sus is right next door on the second fret, same string, third string. Beautiful, A7, A7 sus. With the D, you're doing the 2-2-2 open. D sus4 is just one string over on your bottom finger, over on that third fret, and back again. With the C7, C7 sus4 is just the first two strings instead of the first one. So really simple moves. I guess the moral of the story is that if you don't have the sus chords memorized and you see one in a chord chart, you got to figure it's pretty close to the named chord. G sus2, you're removing a finger. Remove the middle finger. What else?
I hope you don't mind my disturbing you, but I can't hear your instrument at all.
Well, that's because I don't have original sound for musicians on. Isn't that silly? Let's do that. No, that's Jane is usually on top of that for me, but she's being.
You had it on before.
Yeah, I did. I turned it off so that we could talk, but we're all good. We're all good. It's all good. Yes.
And now I was just focusing on the positions of the sus twos and fours.
As well, you should. Very good. Very good. So the only, the one exception to all of that, where the finger is right next to the chord, is C sus4, where you're coming over two frets. You're playing your C, and you're coming over to the first fret to plop your index finger down on that second string, first fret. And as an aside, this is how we run into overtime. I have these asides. As an aside, I was just kind of fooling around with my index finger and my C note, my C chord, and my index finger. And these other chords are not necessarily sus chords, they aren't named that, but it's the same concept. If you add an F to your C chord, that's C sus4. But you can add a D, that's a pretty chord. Third string, second fret. What is that? C add 9, I think. You can add a G, 0033. Wow, is that a cool chord? That's like a power C. Open, open, 3-3. So that's F, D. You can add an A, reach up to the top of that fourth string, second fret. We don't play that very often. There's a couple songs that we played on very often. Where we do play it is with the blues. But what was I looking at the other day? So the moral of the story is you're playing an F, reach around a little bit and see what happens. We know you can add a C to your F. Can you add a B to your F? That's not good. I don't like that. Can you add a G to your F? Then that eliminates your index finger. But it's a pretty chord, so you can kind of play around with these things. But we were looking at A. Was it that? I think I was looking at A. And add a G? No, there was something. Maybe it was the F. Maybe it was A minor. It was D. There was something where everything really worked well. Yeah, it was the A. The A, so you added, you take your F and you add a C note. Beautiful. You take your G and you add a C note. Beautiful. You take your D, you add a C note, you have a D7. Oops. It's beautiful. You take your A and you add a C note. It's not good. That is not good. So you just fool around, you practice. You're practicing and you're playing songs and you just kind of move your fingers around. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. It's all about experimentation, having fun with your instrument and finding tones that sound good. So the idea behind this C sus4 in brackets in the intro is to just play down, down, up on C. No, let's stop for a second. Sorry. This is a C, F, and G song. It's a 3-chord song. Let's just play C. We'll just single strum. We'll play the first two lines, the first verse. That's the first 2 lines. Single strum C's. Single strum F's. Single strum C's. And then we'll drop down into the chorus. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. And this is just to illustrate that this is a 3-chord song. The sus chords come later. You get used to the song, you get used to the timing, you get used to the rhythm, you get used to the lyrics, and now all of a sudden you want to embellish it a little bit. So we just do 1, 2, 3. I have climbed highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. Dropping down 2 sections, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And you can rock that out, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Beautiful C, F, and G song. So why did I create this super complicated chord chart? Well, because I got used to the chords and I got used to the tempo and the lyrics and the melody, and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to give those chords some movement. So if you take that bracketed chord, C and C sus4, we're just going to do down, down, up on C. Then we're going to put our index finger down for the C sus4 and do down, down, up on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Again. So a really nice movement to me. It may not be to you, but that's the idea about the sus chord. The FF add 9 is you do down, down, up on F, and then pull off that top finger to just have your index finger. I know it's a lot of nomenclature for your index finger touching your second string on the first fret, but it's what it's called. It's what it is. F add 9. 1, 2, 3. And we talked about this on Tuesday because it's the first note that your strumming finger hits, not the last. It's lost a little bit, that change between. It's super subtle, whereas C sus4 is much more dramatic. But it's a good chord to know, and it's incorporated in a bunch of songs. Let's do F. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. And then when we get down here to the G's, so up here I kind of introduced the idea that these bracketed chords were going to be played together, 2 beats each, kind of, and that you repeat that twice. You do the F's together, you repeat that twice. You do the C's again, you repeat that twice. That's why it says ×2. That's very lazy notation. This was done about 6 years ago, so that's why I was lazier back then. And then G sus2 is just, you do that once, FF add 9 once, C sus4, you do it twice. And I eliminated the dots to kind of save the space. You can see I'm running out of space on the right edge there. But it's still the same ideas that you're doing 2 chords, you're switching to the second chord on the second down, down, up. So when you get down to the G, we've got G sus2, so we're doing down, down, up on G. And then we're pulling off the bottom finger of your G. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's pretty. And what is that? So that's, you do the G in the chorus, you do still haven't found what I'm looking for, but I still, there it is, haven't found what I'm looking for. So you're doing the G combo once, the F combo once, the C combo twice. And we'll just do a nice little playthrough here, see if we can get all the way through it. Example of C sus4 and G sus2 primarily. F add 9 isn't a sus chord, not a named sus chord, but it's the same idea. You're just exchanging. You're dropping out one note in the chord structure for another note. Who's got questions? I switched it to the key of D because I can sing it better. But it was in this key, in this format for many, many years. But so I brought it back because I think more people can probably sing it in the key of C than the key of D. Not a big difference here, though. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to F. Back to C. And a G. Mountains, I have run through the fields only to be with you, only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have kissed honey lips, felt the healing in her fingertips, burn like fire. This burning desire. I have spoke with the tongue of angels. I have held the hand of a devil that was warm in the night. I was cold like a stone, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Tear it up. Suss it up. I believe in the kingdom come, then all the colors, they will bleed into one, bleed into one. But yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds, you loosed the chains, carried the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I believe it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Single strums, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Single strums. That's not bad. That's a good way to start the day. What the heck? A little U2. So this is the D version, and so I stripped out all of the combined chords so that you can interpret this in whatever way you wanted to. So if you would wanted to do, I have clung. You want to stick your finger out. You want to do down, down, up, and you want to do, or you don't want to do that. You just want to do I have climbed. You just want to do D's. high as mountains. I have run through the fields. Now you poke your finger out to be with you and bring it back in only to be with you. Then just play it straight through. You don't need to do much else to embellish. But if you want to do, again, stick with that same rhythm, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, you can do and stick your finger out on the second two downbeats. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. I have climbed highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. So you can kind of play around with this with the A's, but I still. So I'm playing my A, down, down, up, and then I'm sticking my finger in like a really tight, inappropriately played D minor, but I'm making that A sus2 or D sus2 or A sus4 chord. So I'm hiding my index finger and I'm playing 2-2 open open by sticking my ring finger there on that third string, second fret. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still. I was supposed to be able to sing this better. Anyway, you get the idea. You can muck around with this without the extra writing and scribbling on the chord chart, and you can add the sus chords if you want to or not. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. So I took it from C to D, which elevated the vocal, the melody by a major jump. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not. Anyway, we played that song. It's there for you to mess around with your sus chords if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Okay, come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Laugh at your brother. Smile on your mother. Let's see, what were we going to do here? I know. So this is another song where I had all of the sus chords written in for several years. And then just this last month, or maybe in November, I decided to strip it all out so we could just play it as G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love is but a song we sing. Fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Super easy 3-chord song, 4-chord song. What it originally had was it had G, down, down, up, and then G sus4 with the pinky inserted. Love is but a song we sing. Fear's the way we die, and F add 9. may have had G sus2 in there. Let's see. Love is but a song we sing, and fear's the way we die. Oh, I know what I had. I had F add C. I don't think I had F add 9. I think I had F add C. I said we were going to use our pinkies. And so you can add a finger or subtract a finger on all of the G's. You can alternate. You can add a C or not. You could add a C. You could take off the top finger. Just kind of mix and match and do what feels good to you. I'm probably going to add that C when we do the playthrough. With that C, come on people now, you can add that, that power C. Come on people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together. What is that, 0033? I think that's a C5. Smile on your, and you can pull off the bottom of your D. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. I don't try to manipulate a 2-beat C or a 2-beat D unless there's something about the song that really calls for it. There's not much time and there's no need to kind of change the sound of those. You've got, on the right now, you've got 4 beats of G, and then you've turned around and you've got 4 beats of G to lead into the next verse. So there you go, right now. So you can do G sus2 and G sus4. Remove, replace, and then add a pinky. You could just pick one thing that you want to do in the whole song. I just want to learn how to play G sus4. And you could do that every 3rd and 4th beat. And don't worry about manipulating the Fs. Don't worry about manipulating the Ds. Just kind of get that whole, I'm going to add a pinky, take it off. Add a pinky, take it off. Add a pinky, take it off. Yeah, so pretty simple song. There's nothing too complicated about it except for the intro and this little instrumental here. And all I'm trying to get you to do there hold your G form. Take your thumb and your index finger. Well, let's not hold the G form. Let's just deaden our strings. Take your thumb and your index finger and hit your C string, your 3rd string, and your E string, alternating back and forth. C, E, C, E, C, E, C, E. Then you hold your F shape, C, E, C, E, C, E, C, E. Let's see, yeah. And you do that twice. So you do the G. Let's do it with the chord now. F. G. So that's something to practice while you're sitting on the couch. F. G. F. And then to finish it off, we're doing a down thumb strum with the G and back up with the index to give it that psychedelic 1968 kind of feel. You know, you can kind of see people dancing many colored shirts and dresses. So it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to the G. Back to the F. And then the 2 Gs. You do that twice. I forgot to tell you, you do that twice. And then you're right into the song, and whether you want to subtract fingers or add fingers. I'll never ask you to add more than 5 fingers. Okay, who's got questions? Everybody's napping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come, some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. F. I see dancing people. C. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen, you hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. I said, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, doing there? Come on, people now, smile on your brother. I was experimenting in the chorus there with the D, of whether to pull a finger off of the D or push a finger out to the 3rd fret. And I liked pulling it off for the A sus4. I didn't like pushing it out for the D sus4. So that's the experimentation part, you do. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, brother. The notes are there, but let's try then with the A sus4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. I think that harmonizes better with the melody at that point, brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Okay, so that was some decent practice with some G sussage. And maybe you worked in that F ed C, that's not a sus chord, that's adding a note that's using your pinky. Oh, now we get to do some A sus4. That's D with the bottom dropped out. The D with the bottom dropped out is A sus4. I don't know why they didn't just call it D with the bottom dropped out, but that's just, they didn't. So we're stuck with A sus4. Some charts, you'll bump into a chart every now and then that we'll call that D sus2. Not very often, but it'll happen in your lifetime. Boom, bam. Professionals, we're professionals. Those of you who aren't familiar with the music of Nancy Griffith, she passed early aughts, I think the early aughts. Anyway, she had a great, great, great album called Other Voices, Other Rooms. I don't know if Love at the Five and Dime was on that. She did Across the Great Divide. She did some John Prine songs. Anyway, her music is well worth tracking down. Love at the Five and Dime, I think, is hers. She wrote that. She covers a lot, but I think this was one of her originals. So we got D. Pull a finger off. It's pretty already. G. Pull a finger off. A. In Peaceful Easy Feeling, we're taking the A, and then we're adding, no, it's A7. We're taking the A7. And then do an A sus4 by just putting a finger in front of your index finger on that 3rd string, 2nd fret. But you can do it here and do A, and then put your ring finger there underneath your middle finger. And take that A and chop it into 2 beats, and 2 beats, and 2 beats, 2 beats, and D. That D, when you're playing the D, and you're going to A7 sus, you're leaving your ring finger, or let me see, most of you are probably playing it with the index. You're leaving your middle finger on that 3rd string, 2nd fret, and abandoning the other 2 fingers. Such a pretty progression. A7 sus, the unsung hero of the A7 world. So the melody is, Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes, chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. And Eddie was a sweet romancer and a darn good dancer. And they'd waltz the aisles of the Five and Dime. And the chorus is, they'd sing, dance a little closer to me. Hey, dance a little closer now. Dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me. Hey, it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at this 5 and dime. So in Love's on Sale tonight at this 5 and dime, I'm playing my A. You might be playing your A like this. Love's on sale. All you have to do is drop a finger down for that A7 sus. It blocks the index, so the index doesn't need to go away. Love's on sale tonight at this 5 and dime. Now this obviously could be, if you dropped out the susses, this could be a 3-chord song. This could be a D, G, A song. You would play D all the way across for 4 measures or 16 beats on the first line of the verses. But that's one reason why I put in these sus chords, is because that would be a lot of repetition of the same chord. Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes and chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. When you've got a band to back you up, you've got different instruments playing different voicings, you can do a lot with just 3 chords and you don't really need to mess with it. But when you are your own band and you're listening to yourself play, sometimes 4 measures of D is just about 2 measures too many. So we'd go all the way down. Let's see, we've got a verse and a chorus. We've got a verse and we go back up to the chorus. We've got a verse, we go back up to the chorus. We've got a verse, we go back up to the chorus, and then we repeat the first verse, and when we get to the Waltz of the Owls at the 5 and dime, we repeat that last line. We do that last line a second time. I know that's a lot to think about. I'll try to lead you through it. Who's got questions? So you could do, you want to practice your sus chords, you could do D, down, down, up, push a finger out, down, down, up for D sus 4, and then pull that finger away and you've got your A sus 4. You could do G, G sus 4, pull those 2 fingers away and you've got your G sus 2. So there's lots of ways that you can experiment. That's A and A7 sus, all there in that introductory line. And then D. Lots of things you could fuss around with there. Let's see if we can get through this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just doing down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Except for here, where I'm goofing off. Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes, chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. Eddie was a sweet romancer and a darn good dancer. And they'd waltz the aisles of the 5 and dime. They'd sing, dance a little closer to me. Hey, dance a little closer now. Dance a little closer tonight. love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. 2, 3, 4. Eddie played the steel guitar, and his mama cried 'cause he played in the bars. And he kept young Rita out late at night. So they married up in Abilene, lost a child in Tennessee. But still that love survives, 'cause they'd sing, dance a little closer to me. Hey, dance a little closer now. Dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me. Hey, it's closing time to love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. 2, 3, 4. One of the boys in Eddie's band took a shine to Rita's hand. So Eddie ran off with the bassman's wife. Oh, but he was back by June, singing a different tune and sporting Miss Rita back by his side. He sang, dance a little closer to me. Hey, dance a little closer now. Dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me. Hey, it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. Eddie traveled with the barroom band till arthritis took his hands. Now he sells insurance on the side, and Rita's got her house to keep. She writes dime store novels of a love so sweet. They dance to the radio late at night. They still sing, dance a little closer to me. Hey, dance a little closer now. Dance a little closer tonight. Dance a little closer to me. Hey, it's closing time, love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. Going back to the first verse. 2, 3, 4. Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes, chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. Eddie was a sweet romancer and a darn good dancer, and they'd waltz the aisles of the five and dime. I'm gonna repeat that line. And they'd waltz the aisles of the five and dime. And down a D. Aw, they'd waltz the aisles of the five and dime. She does, what was it? Songs from a Summer Night, Songs from a Summer Evening. She does some live stuff on YouTube that you can pick up. So I think you can get that song, I think, where she tells a fun story about Woolworth stores in London. I may be mistaking that memory for one of her live albums, but anyway, she's worth listening to. Love at the Five and Dime. Let's look at Muskrat Candlelight. You knew it, of course, as Muskrat Love, because you owned all of America's albums, CDs. You traded them all in for CDs. And then finally you got rid of all your albums and CDs except for America's Greatest Hits, because that's worth keeping. F and C sus4. How about that? So that combo would be down, down, up on F, and then you flatten out your finger. Now, for those of you who cannot flatten the strings on your first fret because there's too much tension there, you can swing around, do F, swing that middle finger around, and just press down those first two strings. It's a beautiful chord. We don't use it a ton, but we use it a lot in the key of F. So I'm doing down, down, up on F, and then I'm flattening out my finger on down, down, up on C sus4. Let's see what happens with the regular F. Yeah. It's waiting, it's lurking. And here it's merged with the word stop. So that's down, down, up. Look at this stuff, look at this, isn't this fun? G minor 7 and G sus4. Oh yeah. This is groovy, baby. So that's G minor 7, open 2-1-1, and then C sus4 means add your pinky. Don't need to move any other fingers. I don't expect you to do that a bunch. It's an interesting exercise, but your wrist is gonna tell you ouch after a moment or two. But that's kind of fun. You can pop your fingers up and add your pinky. You could do G minor 7, pop up and add a pinky. You could do G minor 7, pop up and add your ring finger. But this whole between Tuesday and now, I really want you to deploy your pinky whenever you can. Otherwise, in 1,000 years, you won't have a pinky anymore because one of those useless appendages. Let's see, if you don't like C7 sus4, let's see what happens if you play C7 there. No, that's not going to do it. Muskrat, muskrat. Let's see if you just played F. Muskrat, muskrat, candlelight, doing the town, doing it right in the evening. You could get away with F and G minor 7. I think you want the C7 sus for that movement. If the G minor 7 to G7 sus4 is a pain in the butt for you, you can just play the G minor 7 there on that second line of each verse. But I think you're going to like that movement to the flattening out for the C7 sus4. Muskrat Susie, Muskrat Sam, shimmy. Sam is so skinny. And they whirl. So B flat, you can substitute in G minor 7, so instead of trying to do B flat. And they whirl You can do G minor 7, drop that top string. Whirl and they twirl and they tango, singing the jing and the jango, floating like the heavens above. Looks like, oh my. You're playing G minor 7. You can certainly drop a finger down, stretch 2 fingers out, and play E flat. Muskrat love, oh, oh. But if you're playing G minor 7, you've got your ring finger and your pinky sitting there, and you can just touch them down. The ring finger blocks the middle. The pinky blocks the top of your index. You're playing E flat just by dropping your 2 fingers down onto those middle 2 strings on the 3rd fret. I'm just saying that is a way to go if that's what you want to do. Kind of marginally elegant cheating. We like these little workarounds. Muskrat love, oh, oh. You got a little bit of a break there. Love, 2, 3, oh, oh. Where you can form your F and then add your C. When it's an F/C like that, don't worry about hitting it all right on the first beat. Get your F nice and solid. Add that C note whenever you can. That's almost always the case. You'll see a lot of songs that really want you to play a D minor 7 as like the main chord in a sequence. And you can always do your D minor first beat, and then add your pinky. You can actually do F for your first beat, add your ring finger for your second beat, and then add your pinky. Just try to keep the timing going. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with this song. Let's do, well, if we play all the way through the whirl and the twirl and the tango, we'd be halfway through the song anyway, so we'll just play the song. If you have questions, you'll ask, I'm sure. I'll do it nice and slow. Really great workout for C7 sus4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Muskrat, muskrat, candlelight, doing the town and doing it right in the evening. It's pretty pleasing. Muskrat Susie, muskrat Sam, do the jitterbug down in Muskrat Land, and the shimmy. Sammy's so skinny, and they whirl and they twirl and they tango, singing the jing and the jango, floating like the heavens above. Looks like muskrat love. Oh, oh. On bacon, chewing on cheese. Sammy says to Susie, honey, would you please be my missus? Susie says yes with her kisses. Now he's tickling her fancy, rubbing her toes, muzzle to muzzle. Now anything goes as they wriggle. be muskrat love. Oh, oh. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da. La da da, la da da. La da 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 da. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me that can't be true. Let me check. Let me check. We've made it. Oh my goodness! I thought I was going to talk too much. There would be no chance of getting to Peaceful Easy Feeling. And I love this song, not only because it's a great song, a classic of its genre, of our time here on the planet, but because it uses a D sus4. I'm doing down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then on the D sus, I'm pushing out the bottom of my D to that. I remember that was the hardest thing in the world for me to do back in the day. Now my fingers are a little bit more limber. But I love that because it's kind of iconic. And then I love this A7, A7 sus, 2 beats each. And then 4 beats of A7. I repeat it here. For some reason I didn't write it in here, Let Me Down, but it sounds great there. I do repeat it down here, and again, Won't Let Me Peacefully. So I don't do it in the choruses. I didn't write it into the choruses, but you will hear me play it. They have an incredibly long instrumental where you've got D's and G's. You got many, many, many opportunities to practice your sus chords, removing fingers and adding fingers. Got E minor 7 jumps in somewhere in the second, in the first chorus there. Yeah, in a few different places. We haven't played that yet today. Open 2, open 2. And what else? There's some stops here and there that seem appropriate. On the ground, yeah, right there, boom, A7. And then this is integral to the success of the entire song. You get to the end of the instrumental and you hit the D once. I get this feeling. You hit the G once. And why did that happen? Don't do that again. You hit the G once and then you continue strumming. Actually, it's not integral, but I do like the way it really punctuates that last verse. Anyway, pretty straightforward. Let's give it everything that you've gathered together. Let's put it all together into this last song with your G's and removing fingers, and D's and removing fingers, and D's and pushing out fingers, and A7s and adding fingers. And if I talk long enough, we really will go into overtime. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like the way your sparkling is shadows lay against your skin so brown, and I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around, 'cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Ah, but she can't take you anyway. Don't already know how to go. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. Unleash your inner sus chord. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend, but this voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again, 'cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Whoa, whoa, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Playing a sus chord is just one step away from learning how to hammer. That's just the bottom of my D and put the finger back on while it's still ringing. Well, wasn't that a heck of a something or other right then and there? What the heck? Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for playing.
Oh, you gave me a big workout again.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. Yeah, terrific.
This is
Well,
an,
you got a couple of weeks to practice now, so we'll come back. There's Diana. Diana, how are you? Good to see you. And Karen joined us. Great. Kathy, great to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody good? Any questions? How are we doing?
doing good.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay,
Thank
you
you,
are
Bob.
It's all up to us now.
exactly. You are
Bob,
part of
could you send me those donuts that you sent Jim?
I can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I can
you
do that.
do that. They're at a party and it's going to be forever before I get it from them.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, complete unknown and it ain't me, babe.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
You're not complete unknown, but I know what you're talking about. Like a rolling stone. Do you have a cold, you poor thing?
What?
Do you have a cold?
No, just allergies.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry. Get well soon.
Okay, thanks.
Very good. I'm going to stop the recording. And if anybody